welcome to my kitchen again. Now it's actually been quite a few weeks since you last came into my kitchen and we did a cookery video, but I thought pumpkins are everywhere at the moment, so why not share a couple of my pumpkin recipes? And today I'm going to show you how to make my basic pumpkin soup. Now I know lots of you have been visiting that lovely pick your own pumpkin farm. My daughter went the other day with one of her friends and she came back with lots and lots of pumpkins for me. Also, Aldi have got loads and loads of little pumpkins. I call them baby pumpkins, they're actually squash. Loads and loads of these in really cheap. Tesco's as well also has some really big pumpkins. So I know lots of you are carving pumpkins, but what are you doing with all the lovely flesh inside the pumpkin? Don't chuck it away, because we can make lots of exciting things. So I'm going to show you how to make soup today with it, and then I'm going to do another recipe of delicious healthy pumpkin muffins. Okay, so let's get started with our pumpkin soup. So simple. You need a big saucepan. Now here I have chopped up a couple of different pumpkins and I've got 1 kilo of pumpkins. I've chopped them up about this size. Look how lovely and orange they are. Isn't that gorgeous? So I've got 2 different makes there, but just one make is absolutely fine. So that is going into my pot. How simple is that? Into my pot as well are 2 chopped up carrots. Now I've chopped these up quite small because they're quite hard and they'll take a little bit longer than pumpkin usually, but if you chop them up really small, they should be fine and cook about the same time. So pop those in with the pumpkin. Then I've got 1 large onion, again chopped up really small. Gonna pop that in there. That's nearly done. So on top of that, we want to put some water. I've got 700 millilitres of water here, which I'm going to pop in. Now, you can pop a bit more water in if you want to. What we want to do is actually cover up all our lovely veg. So it does depend on the size of the saucepan as well, and also how runny you want your soup. We like sort of quite thick soups in our house, but if you want it a little bit runnier, you can pop a bit more water in. To that, I'm going to add 2 pots of chicken stock. Now I like chicken stock, but obviously if you're vegetarian, you can use vegetable stock as well. So pop those in. I like these little stock pots because they've got lots of little herbs and that in there as well. So it's a little bit of seasoning. Okay, oops, open that up. Pop it in. Then what I tend to do is pop a little bit of salt and pepper in, just a little shake. Now we are going to bring that to the boil now and give it a stir. Then we're going to pop the lid on and we're going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes or until the vegetables are nice and soft. But that is all our basic pumpkin recipe is. But once I've cooked this all up, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how you can just change it slightly and change it into a nice spicy pumpkin soup. So we're going to pop this onto the stove now and I'll come back once it's all cooked. See you in a minute. So I just wanted to show you that lovely pumpkin soup simmering away on the stove. I think my camera's getting a bit steamed up, but if I give it a little wipe, there we go. Can you see it? Oh, look at that orange colour. Whoa. So that's nearly done. So when it's done, okay, I'll be back and I'll show you what to do next. Give it another little wipe so you can see how orange it is. Yum. So our pumpkin and our carrots and onion and stock have been bubbling away and they are now lovely and soft. So they are ready for a little bit of a blitz. Now at the start I did say I would show you how to turn it into a little bit of a spicy soup. Now we actually like it like this. Now you can add a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons, depending on how spicy you like things, of curry powder. Now this is my own made curry powder. I've got all sorts of spices in here, but you can buy tubs of curry powder or you can buy curry paste, which is absolutely lovely. Now I've got a little pot of curry paste here, tikka masala one, left over from a curry I was making the other night. So all I'm going to do is, see all that oil on there? Don't use that, we usually tip that away. So we're going to scoop up a teaspoon of that and we're going to pop it in there. Now what I would do is pop this back on the stove for about 5 minutes so that the spices all cook in there. Okay, so you're just going to pretend that I've done that now. So I'm going to give that a stir all those spices in, and I have got a fabulous little machine, my hand blitzer, and we are just going to blitz this to get rid of all of those lumps. If you haven't got one of these, press it all through a sieve, mush it all up and then get it through a sieve so it's all lovely and smooth. So here we go, it's going to be a bit noisy. There, so I've given that a good blitz to get rid of all of those lumps. Now, the last thing, if you want to make this nice and luxurious, a bit richer, you can add 150 mils of double cream to it, or some Greek yogurt. So I'm just going to give that a little swirl in there. I'm going to mix it all up. But then you can give just a little swirl of cream on the top once you serve it in a bowl. So let's give that another little whip. Oh, it smells lovely. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at the colour of it. Now, I'm going to serve that up in a bowl in a minute because I've been busy making some hedgehog bread rolls to go with this. So they're in the oven at the moment. So when they're out, I am going to dish it up in a bowl and I'm going to show you them both together, and really is delicious. So this is really healthy. Now, I did put a bit of cream in at the end, but as I said, you can put some yogurt in. Some lovely Greek yogurt would be gorgeous with it, but you can leave those two things out anyway and just have it as it is and season it as you want it. Okay, so that is my pumpkin soup recipe. I'll be back in 2 ticks when I get the rolls out the oven and I can show you what they're like. So we're ready to serve up my delicious pumpkin soup. So I'm going to pop some in a bowl here. Look at the colour of that. Isn't that delicious? Lovely and orange. But I did tell you I've got some hedgehog rolls in the oven baking, didn't I? And here they are. Can you see those? My lovely bread rolls, looking like hedgehogs. Now I'm going to pop the recipe up on the school site because I've made some different shape rolls with them. There we go, look, tiny little cob there. And again, my hedgehogs. So I'll pop the recipe up as well. We'll sort that out for you. And I might pop up a few more pumpkin recipes. So coming up over the next few days as well will be my friend Witch Hazel. She rang me up the other day and said, Mrs. Davis, please can I come and read to the children again? And I said, perfect, because I have got a book called Pumpkin Soup. What a fantastic book to be reading after we've made our delicious pumpkin soup. So look out for her. She'll be popping up over the next few days, and I'll be back as well with some more pumpkin recipes and a couple of other stories for you. So until next time, take care. See you soon. Bye. Ooh, delicious. Perfect. It can be difficult to know where to start.